Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody today? Just dropping by to do a twin flame energy update. Now, we're just about to move into new moon energy on the 19th and 20th of April, which is a full moon, a new moon in Aries. So it's all about second chances and brave moves, restarts, and it's actually a very exciting energy, particularly for twin flames. Now, I've been a little bit sort of absent the past couple of weeks because it has felt like there's been like a real like vacuum in the energy. And I have been a little bit unwell, but it hasn't been the reason that's kept me from doing readings. And it's like I don't want to do readings when I'm fighting for energy. Sorry about noise in the background. And Ricky's been unwell too. Like we've been a bit crook, but like to me, it's felt like more. It's felt like there's been a bit of an energy vacuum where people have been really fighting for connection, and feeling really out of sorts with connecting with other people. And I'm kind of like, I always take the view, like if I'm going to do a reading, I don't want to be fighting for answers. I want the energy to flow freely. So I've sort of held back from doing too many readings over the past couple of weeks. But feel like this energy is starting to come back online again. I'm starting to feel clearer, and like the things are starting to settle. And particularly with this new moon energy about to come on board on the 19th and 20th, it feels like the wind in our sails again. It starts to push us forward energetically. Sun's about to move into Taurus, plans take root, things get grounded. We've got Mercury in Taurus, so some down-to-earth, solid, stable thinking comes on board. Venus moving into Gemini, it's a spice of life kind of energy, lots of variety. It gets sociable again, communication gets interesting. We start to bond with each other on a mental level. There's so many wonderful energies about to tick over for the last little bit of April and into May. So let's have a look about how this energy is going to play out for twin flames across the collective. So first I'll read for Divine Feminine, we'll look at Divine Masculine, build a bit of a bridge on that energy, and look at some Divine Love Oracle and get ourselves a reading. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, I feel like I really want to shuffle these ones today. Let's go. What have we got, Spirit? Push from the universe, a tower. Like, we're not kidding, are we? This Pluto and Aquarius energy really does want to continue to push on. And lots of people are experiencing this tower energy. It's across the board. What we've got in our 3D, we've got the Eight of Cups. In our soul space, we've got the Four of Wands, which we always love to see in a twin flame reading. We've got the Queen of Swords in the challenge. We've got the Sun as the advice from Spirit, and the likely outcome is the Emperor. This is interesting energy. Really interesting. It kind of sums up where that introduction was going, but we'll get into it. Bottom of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What have we got? Let's get ourselves a story. This has been, oh my gosh, hasn't this been the energy, Divine Feminine, where you've had options, you've had choices, where you've been looking at the full range of things that you could do, how you can move yourself forward. And at times it's had you at a crossroads going, do I want to be in a twin flame connection or do I not? Do I want to stick around and do the work or do I not? And I'm going to hazard a guess you've had options. You've had other pathways you could have taken that put you at a red hot crossroad. This energy was designed to get people there. That Pluto and Aquarius energy was all about going into your backyard, lifting up the rocks and seeing what was underneath. And sometimes what we were finding, we were lifting up the rocks and we were going, there's actually toads and there's snakes and there's all sorts of crap underneath the rocks. And we were going, I'm not necessarily sure I like what I see, and I want to investigate other options. And it put us at a genuine crossroad. That Two of Wands energy was very, very real for a lot of people. And how it was playing out for me is it felt like a vacuum of energy. It's like feeling like that Spirit wasn't giving me clear answers. And I had it was a window, and it felt like an activation window from about the 4th of April up to the 16th, where I had lots of signs and synchronicities about things that I'd written in my journals from the past that put me at a crossroad of going, what are you doing? Where are you going? It was a really, really challenging energy that felt like it didn't have a clear path forward. But then once that activation energy came online, and I was so glad I had these old journals there that were saying, even though you can't feel it at the moment, here are some signposts that you'd left yourself in the path in the past, follow them. Follow what it's telling you to do. Be aware. It was like I had this prophecy energy about me. It wasn't what I do in a day-to-day way where I'm drawing on psychic or medium energy and able to get answers. I was leaning back on things that I'd written in the past, going, I gave myself clues back then about what I'd do at this crossroad when it came around. And playing out the options in that process said what you have to do is follow the path. Just follow the instructions. Even when it feels like all of the energy has been sucked out of the room, it's continuing to trust that Spirit's going to push you where it wants you to go. This has been a very real energy for people over the past couple of weeks. And I've got back into doing readings over the past couple of days for people, and finding that like that they're the words that we're using, as there's been like a vacuum of energy. It just evaporated and left people scratching their heads going, I don't know what to do next. But this energy is going to shift and it's going to change, and when it rebirths, get ready, the rubber hits the road. What's the next layer of energy we've got here? King of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Moon. See, King of Swords, right? I'm leaning back on this going, in the journals that I've kept, like the King of Swords is a man with a plan, right? He's someone who goes forward, he speaks his truth, he goes after what he knows he wants, and he's action oriented. And what was happening, and I love that the moon's here too, because it's things that happen as if by a mystery, and that's kind of how that energy was playing out for me. It was like a following, that movie Da Vinci's Code or whatever it was, where Tom Hanks kept chasing clues. That's how the energy's been playing out, going, look for the next clue, look for the next clue, and finding out that I'd left my own clues, and the mystery was unpacking. So this energy has been very, very real. It's not been able to, for me personally, and however it's playing out across the collective, but the idea was that Spirit lifted its hand for a little bit and said, Divine Feminine, I'm stepping out, you've got this covered for a little bit. And it felt like, like the being led by Spirit kind of disappeared for a couple of weeks, but then this energy is returning, and we're once again able to move forward in a really confident and positive way, because we've been able to follow the structures that we've put in place for ourselves from the past. Now, for you, it might not be an old journal that's giving you clues. It might be your dream state. It might be that Spirit is putting movies or billboards or conversations in your path that go, oh, all right, yeah, I know what I've got to do. But like, to me, this is like being led on a path. It's unpacking a mystery energy. And every time you unpacked one piece of the clue, the next piece of the puzzle came forward. But it definitely felt like that series of spiritual language that was coming via something other than the normal download process. Like, it was very tangible in the real world, and Spirit's going, just keep following. I'm offering you this little cup of love, and it's like you might not feel my hand on your shoulder, but know that everything I've left in place for you to follow is very intact. Just keep following the clues. I won't steer you wrong. Right. Push from the universe. Something had to break down to break through. So what did you have to kick over? What did you have to knock over in order to bring a new energy forward? Right? This tower energy was alive and well, and Ricky and I have always been really honest about things that go on in our world to share with things that go on in your world. We've been through this tower energy the past couple of weeks where it just felt like the energy of our connection got sucked out of the room. You know what I mean? It's like connecting wasn't easy. We were definitely in a fight to figure things out. But out of that, a new energy birth. That's the kicker. Towers don't come along just to make you feel like crap. There's something in the connection that needs to be kicked over, that needs to be bowled over in order for something new to build. And does it leave you in tears? Yeah. Does it leave you feeling frustrated and disconnected and feeling like everything's falling down around your ears and there's no hope, there's no way forward? And you might have even turned your back and walked away, looked at a new horizon. Look at this. I'm done with these 8 empty cups that leave me feeling like shit. I'm walking on my path towards a new horizon. See the sun in the background there? I'm walking past the things that hurt me in order to get to the things that I want, which is connection. right? I want to feel good. I want to feel valued. I want to feel cherished. I want to move past the things that leave me feeling sad and lonely. How am I going to do that? I've got to kick down the tower. And that's scary to do, right? It's scary to go, I know the things that are standing in my way. I know the energy challenges that I have, and I'm going to kick those things over in order to birth a new horizon. And look, here I am walking past my 8 broken cups to get to what Spirit has promised me to be the truth. I will have this connection, this feeling, um, this self-worth ideal. I am going to birth this in my life. Over here in the soul space, look at this, 4 of Wands. And we love to see that in a twin flame reading, right? It's got our 1111 codes in it, which says that what's in our soul space is essentially the twin flame journey is leading us to where we need to go. And what is it? It's celebrating union, right? This card celebrates union. And though, like I'll say it a million times, that the end goal is not union, the end goal is ascension. Union is definitely the cherry on the top, right? Feeling that closeness, feeling that connection, feeling that togetherness. So if there's something in the connection that you need to knock over, whether it's, you know, your energy, their energy, however it presents itself, if you've got to knock it over, knock it over. Be prepared to go through the tower. Be prepared for whatever outcome Spirit is putting in front of you. Be prepared to go through what you need to go through in order to bring the mission online. This is why this card's so important. And it's like, it doesn't matter which tarot deck you find. Hopefully you're seeing the 1111 codes come up in this card, and it's coming up a lot, right? So unions are coming online, missions are coming into awareness. People are starting to understand what it's all about in taking away the fluff and nonsense from the connection and understanding it is a soul-based journey. It is a soul ascension journey. That is at the heart of it. So you'll go through these tower moments time and time and time again on a twin flame journey. If you think just one tower moment is going to do it and bam, you're going to be in your connection, you're one of the lucky ones if it plays out for you like that. But in my experience, these tower energies are, you know, you don't just go through, it's not just one and done. It's, all right, I'm going to go through that tower energy, and then I'm going to move myself on to... I'm going to move past the 8 broken cups of that tower energy because I have my eye on the prize, my soul ascension journey. What's in the challenge position? Queen of Swords. This is fight energy, right? Queen of Swords in the challenge position. I mean, she can be hardcore on any given day, Queen of Swords, right? She can have a bit of a bad rap. She can be a bit bitchy. She can be a bit icy when she needs to be. Now, when this is in the challenge position, it's like you might not even be able to find the right words to say. You might even come across as being deliberately vindictive, or like feeling like you can't deal with people. Like a social energy will be hard to deal with. And that's what I've been talking about. The past couple of weeks, it feels like there's been a vacuum on sociable energy, on energy that wants to move freely, right? That wants to operate in a manner that's so giving that it hurts. This Queen of Swords energy has been a challenge because we have wanted to fight back, right? The journey has felt for the longest time like it's just lay down everything that you've got in order to ascend. And then when this Queen of Swords energy comes in and says, I want to fight back. I want things that make me happy. I want processes that make me feel good. Queen of Swords says, give me what I deserve, you know, especially when it's in the challenge position. It's like, I'm not even going to hold it back. I will cut you off as soon as look at you if you continue to cross me. So this is a really tricky energy to move through. Now, what Spirit says is all of this combined is actually leading to a really abundant outcome, because look at this. Here's your 8 of Cups, right? Divine Feminine, she's coming up her ascension staircase and she's hit her 8 broken cups. Whatever has happened in here that has really hurt Divine Feminine, she's gone, I'm at the point where I'm not going to stop and look at it anymore. I'm going to walk past it. And Spirit goes, power to you. I'm going to bring you into abundance. We're going to bring you into abundance. You're going to feel joy. You're going to feel happy. The sun is going to be on your shoulders. You're going to feel very, very good about what's going on in life. And the likely outcome, power to you, Divine Feminine, the Emperor Feminine is the Emperor energy. Right now, the Emperor energy on a Divine Feminine read is actually very, very powerful, because we do stand up naturally in Empress energy, but here's you standing in your masculine energy. And it is kind of like we're laying down the law a little bit around what the baseline is for our energy moving forward, right? We don't want to be pushovers. We don't want to be seen to be weak. We don't want to seem to be anything other. It's all right. We don't want to be seen to be anything other than moving forward in a really positive direction, feeling like we're in charge of our world. And like I said, the past couple of weeks, I have not felt like I've been in Emperor or Empress energy. It's just been out of control, where it's just, Spirit, where are you? Help me on my path. I don't know what I'm doing. Things just feel way out of control. And it's like this energy come back in, and it says, get back to what we've told you to do. Like, you followed all our instructions, you're coming out the other side. Now get back to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So coming back into Emperor energy is actually, it feels really good to me, because it's an action-based energy. Whereas I've been like so unable to take action over the past couple of weeks in the way that I normally would. It's felt really, really, like I said, like an energy vacuum. Like I just couldn't move forward. Now to have Emperor energy come back online, that's my ability to come back and do readings for people and support people and do my work in a really positive way. So however this plays out for you, Divine Feminine, look at these two side by side. It's like whatever has been lacking in motivation over the past couple of weeks, whatever's been lacking in feeling like you feel good about life, you're about to take charge of it and go, this is what happy looks like to me. This is where I'm moving. This is what I'm doing. Right, let's have a look at Divine Masculine energy and see what's been playing out there. It's been a big couple of weeks for Divine Masculine energy. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of those Tower energies playing out on that side of the fence as well. Like, it feels like it's been playing out both sides. Certainly has been around here. We've been feeling it for sure. And, you know, it has manifested in a bit of illness, but it's been more than that. It's just like this zap of energy. What have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, look, yeah. Five of Wands comes in as a push from the universe. We've got Two of Cups in our 3D space there. Oops, what have we got there? Yeah, look. Look at this. Eight of Pentacles in the soul space. We've got in the challenge, we've got the King of Cups. We've got the Nine of Cups in the advice from Spirit. And we've got the Three of Swords in the likely outcome. We've got the Five. Oh, hang on, let's just get the Six here. Okay. We've got the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Excuse me. This is an interesting read. And look, I can equate a lot of what's going on here to a similar Tower energy. See this Hermit card here? And I even wanted to say energies along the lines of Dark Night of the Soul, like really tipping into a space where Divine Masculine is detached, really detached, and like moved into the cave. Even though the light's on, right, they're probably still moving through life, still functioning. This is kind of pushing them deep into a soul space where they're, you know, the divine is taking over. And it could be under this energy that you feel a complete detachment, where you can't feel their energy, they can't feel your energy. It just gets, they're in their own version of, you know, getting to know and understand how divine energy works. But look at this, what comes out the other side. It's a very, very, look at this, it's the energy of a student, right? It's the energy of being at the baseline of going, I really want to learn something. So when they pull back their energy this time, or when they disappear into their cave, it's for the purpose of actually learning. They're actually going to move out of this. But if they're in a dark night of the soul, it's actually like a wake-up call in going, I know what I've got to do. I know how I've got to move forward. I know the action I've got to take. And it's going to be a little bit of getting uncomfortable. Look at this, Five of Swords. It's like when I win, I lose. Like if I move out of the cave, it feels uncomfortable, but I know I'm learning and growing. But like if I stay in the cave, I'm not getting what I want out of that energy either. And that's like a pinnacle moment. It's really that understanding of going, stagnation is not the answer. It's got to move one way or the other. And when I'm winning, I'm losing no matter what I do. So what choice am I going to make? Essentially what I'm picking up is what they want to do is grow. So what we've got in the next layer of energy, look at this. This is going, look, this is a kicker of a read, isn't it? Six of Cups coming through. Now, what this could be, we're moving up to a Mercury retrograde. We're nearly there. 21st, that comes on board, 21st of April, which could bring a Six of Cups energy around. It could bring back someone from the past. This could bring back childhood issues, right? So this is kind of where I'm leaning with Divine Masculine, because whatever he's doing over here in this Hermit energy, look at this. I'm learning something. I'm learning something about myself. Hermit is a very, very private energy. It's an insular journey. So when I'm in this cave, when I'm alone with the divine, here I am. I've got my pentacle. I'm learning something. So to me, this would be an energy from the past, whether it's a childhood issue that comes back around for a reinvestigation, or it's a past relationship that's coming around for reinvestigation. It's going to be different for everybody. But essentially, look at this. It's like, I thought I was happy. I thought I was happy in that moment. But actually, what I've got is shame, guilt, regret. Right? And this is an interesting read because we've got Two of Cups up here in the 3D space, but an underlying level is I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at the Two of Cups that I've got. I just want to be upset about the Three of Cups that have spilt, right? The things from the past that I thought made me happy, right? Things from the past I thought made me happy have left me in a place where I'm feeling sadness, guilt, and regret. And that makes it impossible for me to turn around and see what love looks like. See the Two of Cups behind them there? See the river? Here's the divine over here going, just get in the water, my friend. Just get in the water and I'll show you what it's all about. But at the moment, what we're doing is just going, I don't know what to do with the Three of Cups. So I'm going to go into my cave and I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure out what it's all about, and it's going to feel like I'm winning and I'm losing all in the same breath. Now let's look at the main read. Look what I'm not kidding about this 5 energy. Like 5 is a transformational energy, right? Just about to move into May too, which is the 5th month. I think May is going to be really, really pivotal energy for Divine Masculine. But here it's a friction-based energy where they're, even though, I say 5 of Wands is pretty pissy energy, but when you're sitting in this in a pretty consistent way, it becomes annoying. It can get to the point where you don't enjoy being in your own company, when you're constantly sitting in friction between whether I'm, moving forward and growing, or I'm going to sit stagnated crying about the past. That can lead to, when you sit in this friction energy long enough, it can lead to injury or illness. Your body will represent that energy as a dysfunction some way, somehow. So the universe has been putting friction down for the Divine Masculine, so challenging the thoughts, challenging the feelings, challenging the processes, and asking Divine Masculine to have a serious look at it. Go, what friction exists within your own energy field that's preventing you from moving forward in life? And when it sits as a long enough energy, it will actually show up as, like I said, illness or injury, and sort of hold you back in life. But look at this. This is where the energy shifts. All right? Divine Masculine goes, all I want to do is just feel love. How do I get to that point? I'm sitting in friction on how to open it up. How do I get to the point where I openly express it? And there could be action starting to happen on that front. We could be seeing across the collective more Divine Masculine energies opening up to this ideal. Now remember, it doesn't matter where you sit on this journey. These energies are going to play out differently for different people. So if your Divine Masculine is confident in these energies and they've moved to a point where they're ready to communicate, they'll communicate. If they're not, they're not. It doesn't stop the energy pushing against them. We're all here on different waves, different timelines. It all manifests differently across the board. So don't panic. If you know someone's Divine Masculine's coming on board and they're moving in this energy, let's celebrate. Just celebrate, because as more and more of these connections come online, the more open it will be for your connection to come online, because the planet will be lifting vibration. I talk about the cup of water and twin flames. You got a cup of water and twin flames are like a little dropper, and every time you put a drop of twin flame love into the water, it changes the color of the water. Eventually the whole color of the water will change and all these unions will come online. So don't panic if you're not hearing from your divine masculine and you really resonate with the twin flame journey. Know that there's stuff happening. Your twin flame is always coming back to you. Always. Always, always, always. When is a question. Is it this lifetime? Is it the next? That's how long is a piece of string. But the energy being pushed against them right now is to get them very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. So they take a second look at what love really looks like. Sometimes it's like, what does it look like when I lose love? What does it feel like when love walks away? Look at this, right? Divine Feminine, are you pulling your energy back across the collective and it's waking up an energy on the other side? Because look at this, look at this, look at this in the soul space. 8 of Pentacles. That's someone getting to work on sorting their shit out, right? They're getting really, really busy figuring out over here. Look, here you got your Page of Pentacles where he's got focus. I'm learning and I'm growing. And 8 of Pentacles is the elevation of that energy where they're actually getting to work on the process. They've chosen a pentacle to work on and they're hard at work. And that's in the soul space. This is big energy. It's the sort of stuff that cracks people open. What is their challenge? This is their challenge to me is this energy. It's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's like going, I'm winning and I'm losing in the same breath. What happens if I fully open up my heart and my soul to this energy and it comes unstuck? What happens if I truly love with the fullness of who and what I am and I get rejected? I couldn't handle that level of rejection. But this is the energy that says, you know, it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And that's a mad challenge that puts them in this level of friction, right? Just goes, I don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? The universe is going to push them until they do something. They're going to bring them into a level of awareness that what they're actually seeking is understanding the truth of what love is all about. And it doesn't matter if it comes from a twin flame connection, if it comes from a friendship, if it comes from a family relationship, if it comes from children, if it comes from whatever source it comes from. What the divine is trying to teach divine masculine is that the way to have your soul feel full is to understand the nature of unconditional love. And that's not to assume that you can do anything that you want to a person and that they'll keep showing up for crappy treatment. No, it's saying that you can tap into the frequency of love anytime you choose. It's on us. It's not on expecting someone else to love us unconditionally. It's us knowing that we can tap into the frequency anytime we choose. It's a choice. You can tap into unconditional love anytime you choose. The question is, will you, divine masculine? Over here, the likely outcome, look at this for a cracker. Ugh. No wonder there's so much friction, because for divine masculine to open himself up to the fullness of this experience is also to open himself up to the fullness of the pain that is known in life. And that's not fun. Are you okay? Sorry about that. What I was saying is to open yourself up to the fullness of this experience is to open yourself up to the fullness of every time you've been disappointed in love, every time someone's put a knife through your heart, every time someone's let you down, every time you've felt abandoned. To open up this frequency is to open up this one, and that's challenging. Spirit says, get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Get in the fight. Yes, sometimes it's going to feel like you're winning when you're losing, but that's what this battle is all about. And when you get in the mix of it, the reward is you're going to get everything you ever wanted. All right, let's do a little bit of a bridge energy over the top of that and see what we've got going on. Let's ask a specific question. Let's ask a specific question. Let's go. How is divine masculine responding to this friction energy? Are they actually having this opening up experience? Because to me, this is like, this reading says, yeah, the push is on. Let's see or what they're actually doing with this push. Let's look at the actions behind it. Righto, what would they let you know about how they're responding? Ooh. Can't even make that up, can you? Wow. They're working on it. They're working on it. Look at all these coming through in the reverse. This one's in the upright. And that one. Ooh. Okay. What are they actually doing? This energy is stagnating them a little bit. Look, we've got the Strength and the Chariot both in reverse. So this could lead, when I've been talking about there's been a bit of an energy vacuum, I felt like it has played out across both sides in going, it's zapped strength, right? It's zapped strength and it's zapped will to move forward. That's been a very real energy around here. Like we just felt this energy vacuum. Like it's been, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to move, right? It's been a stop energy. Just, I don't have strength and I don't have will. So if we're asking how is Divine Masculine responding to the push from the universe right now, I'm going to say he feels like he's lost his strength and he's lost his momentum forward. But what he wants to tell you is, look at this, is, yeah, my soul's working on it. Even if what I'm doing right now looks like I'm just hibernating, like I'm just in my cave, I'm not able to connect, I'm not able to give you anything of what what you think I should be doing. The universe has zapped my energy. Look at that. No strength, no momentum forward. Here is like the challenge, right, is to have a victory over it. See this? And we had 5 of Swords here, wherever it was, down here somewhere. I said, to me, this felt like a very significant energy when it came through as an underlying energy. And here is going in the challenge. Is like, I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing. And at the moment, you know, most of the time I feel like I'm not having the victories. Because I just feel exhausted. And what he'd say is let me just gather my resources. Let me figure out what I've got to do. Let me figure out what I need to learn. Let me figure out what I need to be able to grow. And he's saying, I'm not at a crossroads anymore. It's like, it doesn't even feel like a crossroads anymore. It just feels like a pause. Like I'm just stuck where I am until I'm not. And it feels to me like no amount of pushing and prodding and you know, I just don't think you could dangle a carrot in front of Divine Masculine's nose at the moment that would move them anywhere other than what they're doing. And they're going, I'll do my work, I'll gather my resources, I'll do it my way. And if that means in the meantime that you have to do what you need to do, kick over what you need to kick over, move towards whatever horizon you need to move towards to make yourself feel okay, right? But know that I'm doing my work. Even if it looks like I've ground to a halt right now, I'm doing the work that I need to do. There it is, that 8 of Pentacles. I just can't get past this image. Look, if this is our page, right, is as the underlying energy, how is it manifested on the top, on the surface layer? It's like going, I know what I've got to do. I know what I've got to do. Just let me have my minute to feel weak. Let my have my minute to feel broken, and try not to ask too much of me under this moment while I figure it out. I promise you, I'm working on something. I'm working away on something. I'm gathering my resources. I'm gathering my strength, but it's not there yet. All right. So I think Divine Feminine, our big message out of this one is, and if you're listening, Divine Masculine, I want to say we see you, is that we know you're gathering your strength right now for whatever you've just been through. If it's been a dark night of the soul, and indications are there that has played out across the collective, and it could be the reason that Divine Feminine has felt the vacuum of energy is because so many masculines have moved into that dark night of the soul energy, and we've just gone, what happened, right? It felt like all the air went out of the room all of a sudden. But what they're doing is gathering strength for a comeback. So let's keep an eye on that. And we'll just grab a couple of little Divine Love oracles and see what's happening there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh. Oh, I've got a giggle. Twin flame, go back. Yeah, look. Sorry, divine feminine, divine masculine, and one for the connection. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love how these cards just come out so spot on to the reading. See? Divine feminine. Look at you over here. Let's get back to where we were. Twin flame guide map, right? And what I said in that energy when I was looking at this tower is if you think that it's one tower and done, like, I just want to say, think again on this twin flame journey. I don't know how many times we've traversed this tower energy in order to get to the next level of connection. And it hasn't always been pretty. And at times it's really, really hurt both of us, like really hurt. And this is what it looks like. It's like going, I thought we were heading this way. Oh, what? We're doing a loop? We're going, you're going this way, I'm going that way. Oh, we're going to loop back around. We're going to intersect here. Oh, tower moment, it all falls down. Get back on the path. I'm telling you, these twin flame journeys are not for the faint of heart. And to get into the place where they're, where we're headed, it is going to get easier. It is. Like once the more unions that come online and the more the frequency lifts across the planet, it's going to get easier. And twin flames don't become redundant once they're all in union. That's when it gets more serious, because then the rest of the planet has to do a soul ascension journey like we have. They won't do it with the love connections that we've been through, but they are going to have to understand this higher frequency. And this is how we've learnt to do it. Holy moly. When these come online, the next version of ascension will look like, yes, it will have its struggles, but twin flames will have carved a line through it all that other people can follow. Now, I wasn't kidding when I said it feels like what's happening right now is divine masculine is in a dark night of the soul energy. And look what comes in for divine masculine. Shadow work, right? This is, and that's a Pluto in Aquarius energies, personal revolution stuff where you're looking in your backyard, you're lifting up the rocks, you're seeing what's underneath it, and if there's crap underneath it, you're going, I want to clean up the garden. I want things to be better. I don't want to have to constantly live in this heavier version of myself. And when we're talking about shadow work, we're talking about diving into your subconscious, the things that move you, the things that motivate you, the coding that's lived within your system since, for forever and a day. So divine masculine and their shadow work right now, shout out to you, because it's tough stuff. It is tough stuff to get in with your subconscious and figure out those things that hold you back and hold you down. Oh, look, this, I don't even need to say any more about that. That's dark night of the soul energy for sure, and divine masculine's in the thick of it right now. But here, look, twin flames, look at this. Right now, missing pieces, you do belong together, right? And if this is a representation of divine feminine at the moment, and the missing pieces are the divine masculine, look how they're all dark pieces at the moment. And when I said I felt like there was a vacuum of energy, it was like that was it. It was like, if Ricky's energy filled in all of these pieces, what happened was like all of the energy left. It all left the room, and I'm like going, where did it go? And he's just down the hallway, but I'm like, where did your energy go? Where did it just disappear to? Why do I suddenly feel so separate? Normally I feel really, really connected. Why do I suddenly feel so separate? And it's because this is going on, right? This is going on. And when that happens, it has to be all about them. And will we feel that pull away? Will we feel that emptiness? Will we feel that void? We'll feel it with them, yes, but we have to understand it is their energy, not ours, right? We'll feel it, yeah. Oh, sorry, I said that the wrong way. We will feel it. They will feel their version of the energy, and yes, we'll feel it. This is ours to deal with, was what I was trying to say. Even though they might be the source of it, they might be the cause of why you feel it, if you're feeling it, you have to own it and you have to do something about it. It's your energy. The vacuum, if you feel it, if you don't, great. But if you do, it's yours to process. So how I manage this, I get into meditation. I read, I seek knowledge, I do anything I can to go, all right, I feel the vacuum, I feel the pull, I feel the struggle. How am I going to manage those missing pieces while I set you free to do this, right? While you go and explore all of this and see what you find, and this is what it feels like for me. I need to be able to manage it. So Divine Feminine, pull out your twin flame guide map and learn something more about the journey. Connect with the collective. Do what you need to do to be able to feel like, yes, there's a missing piece. Yes, there feels like a vacuum of some description. Because when divine masculine's walking along and in his happy-go-lucky way, you don't feel that same kind of pull. But when they truly go into dark night of the soul energy or truly go deep into shadow work, it hits you different. It does. It hits you different, and you've got to be able to manage it. In find a strategy with which you are able to not get sucked into the black hole with them. You got to go. It's not my dark night of the soul. Yeah, if I've got shadow work to do, I'll do it. But if it's their dark night of the soul, and you're going, it's taking me into a black hole I don't want to go into. You got to have your strategies in place in order not to lose yourself in that energy. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that reading is helpful, useful to somebody. I know I've been absent for a little bit, and I hope this explains why. But I'll be back offering readings and connecting with people again, and hope everyone's doing well. So I'm going to wrap up that reading right there and say, in faith, hope, and love, it's bye from me for now.